I am doing well. Doing well. We actually talked about everything while we were waiting to go on air, so I guess I'm kind of done. Thanks a lot for having me. This has been really enjoyable.
Sorry about that.
No, never.
You would text. I was like, "Hey, Brian, you coming for the chat?" And you're like, "Oh, I left my phone here." And then you came, and there was no parking out front. It's been a bit of a hurried morning for you.
Hurried.
Harried,
Scattered.
Scattered.
Yes. It was good. It's sun shining. It's a beautiful day.
It's so sunny outside. It's beautiful. I feel like I finally start to feel happy about the sun now. I'm like, it's going to stay, hopefully.
No more white stuff.
Well,
except for what we had last night.
Actually, potentially. We're not here to talk about the weather, though,
and
okay?
June 20th. And sometime in July. But other than that.
Well, we are accepting bookings for Christmas parties. Once all this other stuff goes away and the other stuff comes, because it's coming again. We know that, just not.
So how many bookings for Christmas do you already have?
I think, last year we had 22 parties.
Altogether.
From mid-November to whatever it was the day before. Not the day before Christmas. We don't have one on Christmas Eve. We've cut that back.
Yeah, and I know you did some parties after. You did some in January for companies who were like, we're busy at Christmas. Let's do something when we're all chill.
And it's a stressful time of year for a lot of people. I mean, it's a wonderful time of year, but it's also so packed full of go. And then January hits, is like, finally. So some of the companies are just doing, let's just do a celebration.
Yeah.
And it's fun because it fills up our January as well. And it does take some of the pressure off us because we can only do so many dates. How did we get on to Christmas?
We were talking about snow.
Oh,
that is
the white
exactly
stuff.
why we're not here to talk about weather.
Because you were being negative about the sunshine.
I was not being negative.
Yeah.
I said I was very happy. You know what?
I love how Brian led us down this road.
I
know.
It's a path, and then I throw you under the bus.
Holy guacamole. You're
speaking
on
of buses,
fire today.
We
Buses.
had Bus One again.
Oh.
Bus One recording.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That was a good segue.
It's a fun thing. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bus.
Don't get him off tracked up.
Yeah, buses don't go on tracks. They do in Vancouver, but not here. I talked to my son in Vancouver just the other day. No, we're not going to go there. We have a lot of stuff happening at the Lido. Lots of new things coming up, things we haven't done before. We're going to, we're going to do a trivia nights.
Okay.
That is something we're going to add to the arsenal of what to do in Fort St. John. It'll be on Tuesday evenings. It's not designed as a knock them dead, drag them out, but it's designed to get people out of their houses and just mingle, have some fun, answer some questions, vote off the weakest link, you know, if you got somebody that's just not cutting it.
That's him over there.
I know. I was wondering, but I saw as soon as I said it, your eyes shifted to Dub. Why? How? Why you gotta be like that?
No, actually, you are really good at trivia. I'll give him that. I'm just bugging him. I really suck at trivia.
It's typically the pointers that are the ones that are the weakest link.
But you know what? I can admit it. Look, Dub was immediately in denial. I was just like, yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Trivia is not my greatest skill.
You're a today kind of girl.
Sure.
Forget the past.
Yes. Now these, if I remember right, these nights are sort of designed to be. They're fundraisers, I think, or they're kind of for.
Some are, yeah. We're going to be working with the local PACs.
Yeah,
that's what the intent is, and each one would be representative. Like the Ambrose Alligators perhaps can come out and they do Tuesday, the whatever date it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, when we got CM Finch, the Finch Falcons or whatever, I don't think it's Finch Falcons, but, just different groups that are looking to raise a few dollars and, it kind of works into what they need to do. So
yeah, and it's always just fun. It's a fun evening to kind of put together.
It is, yeah. And the questions and the answers, we can make them more Fort St. John-ish.
Yep.
We'll have a Fort St. John category. Perhaps we'll have the schools come up with their own school category, things that are relative to just that school that maybe just those people would know. It's just another event, another idea, another thing that we do. So
sounds like fun, and it sounds like a lot of the school communities, like the ones that would host it, could really get involved, the parents, the siblings of the people in that school. It sounds like a fun night.
Yeah. And even for those trivia-ers who just travel around to do all the trivia things wherever there is trivia in town. I think there's trivia on Thursday nights at Mighty Peace. Mm-hmm. And they have 60 seats there, and they get 60 people showing up all the time, So it's a good thing. We have the softball slow pitch wind up. Or not wind up. They haven't even started. There's another Christmas entry. Jeez. April 16th, we've got Fort St. John slow pitch. We're coming in for an annual general startup meeting too. So all the slow pitchers and baseballers out there, make sure you mark that on your calendar. Fiesta Falcons are doing Fiesta, which is an afternoon for families. They're doing a movie Encanto, which is Disney, and you said that last week. You love that movie.
I'm refraining. I love Encanto so much.
Yeah, I've never seen it. It's so bad.
Brian.
Oh, you'll love it, Brian.
Really?
If you get a chance to watch it while you're at
and our screen's big. It's like 14 feet by 24 feet, and it's just...
It's a great movie.
Yes.
It is so fun. I highly recommend you watch it.
Good. Well, I will, because we have it at the Lido, so I kind of got to push play. Hang out there, fill my face with popcorn, and then that evening they're going to have a Mexicana fiesta, kind of a celebration as well for adults.
Yeah.
Which it's fun on how many different things that we can do at the Lido. I just like the fact that people use us for so many different things. We've got Association for Community Living has Daniel Champagne coming. If you haven't seen his little excerpts, man, he's just so talented with the guitar. It's exciting. I'm excited to see him in Lido and see what the sound's going to be like. Because segueing back into the Bus One guys, they're the ones who are setting the theater, so it's so recordable and everything is so clear.
Yeah.
That now, the pin drop statement. Well, it's going to be just really, really awesome in there. The lighting, we've got a bunch of new moving heads, new sound equipment.
That is very exciting.
Creative BC has really helped us in that, and I know it's a kudos to them, but that's what they want to see in the province. That's what they want to see is up and coming new artists and that kind of thing. So it's been really good having everything kind of fit together, with creative allowing us to purchase the equipment that we needed to do some of these things, which gets the kids out of the garages, which they get to come play
win-win
Lido.
situation at this point.
We would be, but just not to the same level. It's just allowed us to, pick up our game once and have a Michael Bublé tribute coming.
Yes, I saw. I'm actually kind of excited for that.
It's everybody loves that guy. He's got such good songs, and he's just kind of the crooner. He's like the old folks like the Sinatra guy. That's not me. That's the old folks like the Sinatra guy. And Bublé's kind of like the young person Sinatra, So that's going to be on the 24th. We got Alex Tells Jokes on the 25th of May. April, May are busy months. We had a memorial service last weekend that lasted from Friday afternoon all the way through the evening and through to Saturday.
Wow.
Which is very unusual. We had never done a memorial service like that before. And for us, of all the things that we do at the Lido, that is the most important. It is, though. It's the one last celebration, and making sure everything's right and that the family feels good. And it's just, it's really important. And we feel privileged that we are able to do this.
Yeah.
And that people think of us for that kind of thing. And at the end of the celebration, they come up and they thank us for having, the Lido there, where it can be a justified send-off to the person who's no longer with us.
Yeah.
So,
and I mean, that's really amazing that you were able to work with them to do that, because, as you said, it's unusual for you to host something that lasts overnight. That's not... You usually close up by 2 a.m. or something, depending on what the thing is,
that's
right?
an alcohol relative thing.
Yeah.
There is no law on how long or the operational hours, but quick little trivia game. Name one thing the Lido does.
Everything.
Does that count?
She just...
Why
you
not?
have to deal with this every day. She just did it. She just won, and she didn't give you a chance.
There you go. Well done, Connor.
Let's be real here.
It's all.
What does that mean? Anyway,
she's a tough one to compete against. We are going to open up the big screen. We're going to do hockey playoffs. The knuckleheads are in it, so hopefully they'll do better. We're going to show some of that. The Luna Lounge is getting all primed and prepped, and anybody wants private rentals, we've started to do so many of those. We have a wedding anniversary, 40-year anniversary coming up this weekend. So people, rather than have all these knuckleheads come to your house, you can have them all come down to Lido, and then there's nothing to clean up.
Get all of the
afterwards.
knuckleheads at the Lido,
That's
not
right.
at your house. That's Brian's number one tip for you.
And we take non-knuckleheads too. We take,
You don't
regular.
have to be a knucklehead to go to the Lido.
That's right. But
Knucklehead?
everyone's welcome.
Not a knucklehead.
All knuckleheads are welcome. I can't believe she beat you with that. I was
Yeah.
going to do the 1 1 2 2 3, and she just scored it all. We
she
do everything
just-
at the Lido.
You do, and I know you do.
Yeah.
Now, if someone wants to book, whether it's like looking at him like,
You looked like a
ceremony-
bobblehead there for a second. He was just
ceremony,
agreeing with you.
like a ceremony for funeral services or a private party, concert, whatever it may be. How does someone go about booking that with you?
The idea is reach out on the website first. Ask about what you want to ask about.
Yeah.
The best way is to actually have a conversation.
Absolutely.
Because then we can they can tell us what they're hoping to see in the finished product, what they want to,
yeah,
the
what they
outcome.
want to achieve.
Exactly. And it's so much fun just making it happen. We got photo booths and we got all sorts of neat stuff. So hit us up 250-785-3011 if you want to talk direct, or hit us up on the Lido's website, which is
thelido.ca.
look at that. That's why he's in radio, folks.
Brian, always lovely to chat with you. Thank you, sir.
A pleasure once again. See you next Wednesday.
You just know